Always like the card tricks when I was there.
The whole department is gone.
Executive parking. It was there. Man, I'm an idiot.
Who are you? What are you doing here? If Vlasta sees you, he'll... Waiting alone was part of the deal.
Vlasta, huh? What kind of deal? Why are you locked up in here?
I don't know who you are or what you want, but me getting out of here is non-negotiable. You need to leave.
I got a tip about a Diwali smuggling operation being run through here. One that may or may not involve someone I'm looking for. And headed by your friend, Vlasta.
Vlasta is not my friend. He's a necessary evil. Are you some kind of cop? I know all about cops. The ones I met in Golem were very good at introducing themselves.
I'm not like them.
Look, I'm not from here. My name is Olivier. 5 months ago, I was pulled from a train. I didn't have a ticket. They checked my name and saw that in university years ago. I was part of a radical group. 50 students, we were nothing. But it is enough for them to drag me into Golem. Since then, I have spent every minute of every day trying to get out. And now that I'm close, you are not going to ruin it for me.
You're paying the Diwalis to be their cargo. There's got to be better ways of getting out of Prague.
Not legal ones. Not for me. Vlasta's my best shot of getting past the checkpoints. I got the rest of the money and now he's going to get me all the way to Rabia. I am not going back to Golem. Do you have any idea how bad it is?
I saw segregation in Golem. Oppression, crime. But I also saw courage. People finding ways to keep going. I know it's bad, but I'm not sure it's worth making a deal with the devil just to get out.
If you believe that, then you go live there. Spend 5 months getting kicked, spit on, locked up and interrogated about things you know nothing about. I'll take my chances with people like Vlasta, people like Vince.
Vince Black? What's his role in all of this?
He's the one I had to pay to get to Vlasta.
You had to pay him where? When's the last time you saw him?
2 days ago, the basement of a convenience store in Davny Obvut. It was not far from the gates. That is all I know, please. This is my ticket now, do you understand? Promise me.
I came here to find out what happened to Vince Black. What else can you tell me about your dealings with him?
You pay these cops in Golem a lot of money and they get you to Vince's apartment. Then you pay Vince. Then Vlasta comes to pick up the cargo, so then you pay Vlasta. Vlasta and Vince, they had some kind of fight about money, about the location of this place. Vlasta's men blindfolded me and brought me here and told me to wait. It's Vlasta. Look, nothing you do here can change the fact that the Diwalis move contraband through the city. It's what they do. It's something they'll always find a way to do. You stop this truck and others will still make it out. The only difference is that I won't be on any of them.
I need to meet Kat at the club by 9.
Cat come.
Who sent you?
I'm just here to see my friend off, make sure she's in good hands. As long as I have no reason to worry about Olivier, you have no reason to worry about me.
See her off? This look like an airport lounge to you?
I didn't tell anyone. I swear.
Whatever you're going to do, Vlasta, do it quick.
I don't like surprises. When people break my terms, it makes me want to break things. Or maybe not break them, maybe strip them down. Sell them for parts.
You're a businessman running a business, Vlasta. Part of that business is built on getting people like Olivier out of places like Gollum, places like Prague. Only way for you to maintain your reputation here is to fulfill your agreement with her.
Wrong. My reputation is built on people not fucking with me. People not wasting my time. You should both be dead already. The only reason I'm holding back. You should both be dead.
Oh man.
The reason you haven't shot me yet is because you know gunfire will draw the attention of every cop in Prague. That's why we both need a way out of this that's quick and simple and quiet.
He's right, Vlasta.
Okay, so let's say I'm in a hurry, and that I'm not eager to attract the attention of the police. That doesn't mean I have to take Olivier with me, or that I have to let you walk out of here alive. There are quiet ways to kill a man.
You need to do what's best
I'm
for your
fucking good at
reputation.
that.
Not as a gangster or a smuggler or however else you see yourself, but as a man. Or do you want to keep being the asshole who scares his wife into leaving him?
My wife? Dobromila? She's been talking to you? Let me assure you, my wife hates me for reasons I deserve. But I didn't come here for marital advice. I came here to do a job, and you've wasted my time long enough.
Oh, that sucked.
Shit, he's gone! Oh, fuck! Hold here! Let him realize he's back! Ow! There's no way out.
Oh, fuck! Ow!
He's stuck! Wait him out!
Oh, fuck!
You're fucked now, Clank!
Oh, fuck! Ow! Oh, fuck!
He's cornered! Someone get over here! No fucking way! Where the fuck?
Looks like he ran.
Just one guy! Find him!
I thought this was why we stole the robots.
Nothing over this way.
There has to be a better way to do this.
This stuff.
I hate when this thing glitches like that. I shouldn't have left her.
Leave me, please.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Ridiculous.
Oh, that just sucked.
Not seeing anything. You?
že bychom tak mohli zastřelit každýho auga, co uvidí.
Exaggerate.
Nothing down here. Over.
Who listens to that garbage?
Delara, I found Vince. You were right to have a bad feeling.
What are you saying, Adam? Is he...
Yeah.
He should have been pulled months ago. It's all over his profile. Vince lost his edge. A person tries to be two things at once, sometimes he ends up not being either of them. He becomes lost.
I'll take your word for it. I'm gonna let you be the one to break this to Miller.
Right. Of course. Be careful out there, Adam.
Sucks.
I'm telling you, I hear whispers in the wall.
Underground websites and radio stations continue to praise the Juggernaut Collective, an elusive group.
Why do they always pick me? Go away.
For exposing big money corruption. What these journalists promise is the damage these hackers leave in their wake. Last year, the collective shut down London's traffic, causing gridlock for hours, preventing life-saving medical transport. And elected
Device program initiated. Access granted.
Big global impact storm. Then segue into earthquakes and clones, follow up on Dubai, and finish with local. Where are we on Praha the Horse?
You're asking all the right questions.
You said that place is a front for a front. I want to know more. I want facts. Both. What about...
I still...
Chang, you there?
What do you got for me?
Took care of Sam's dad. No one's going to be reading anything about us anytime soon.
Oh, I'll cancel the movers. How'd you do it?
I think I made some good points. Now they're sleeping on it.
I'll send a team over. We'll pick them up and seize the equipment. Good work, Jensen.
As much as I like it when I get to negotiate things, something told me that if I tried to, it wouldn't work out. Oh, shut up.
It's become impossible to cross. We need a timeout. A temporary separation of the classes, so we can clear the air and reevaluate how we compose the business.
So the sentiment that it is being enacted as a form of subjugation is false, then?
Unequivocally false. The goal of the legislation is to ensure that they are as safe from us as we are from them. And not admit that I have many friends who are.
Well,
Oh, I'm in. I love Magpie. That is an awesome book. Oh.
They know who is behind it. Nothing like a good old drink to go along with a good game.
Well, look at this. We have a real shiny one here. What you got hiding in those arms, Clank?
This should cover the basics.
Keep your hands where you can keep them. 847? Kurva. What the fuck are you? Some kind of a super soldier?
What I am is in a hurry.
Yes. Yes, I bet you are. Go ahead, you're clear.
Žičkovo nádraží z důvodu opravdu zavřeno.
Sir?
Oh.
Your men were supposed to be alone. Let's go. Heard you're sitting.
Oh, crap. Oh, fun.
Not getting on the hill.
I hit the wrong guy first. Dang it. Guess I'll have to come back to it later.
No activity.
after all the progress we've made with the naturals?
And it has to be a violation of our rights.
That way.
Can't take this anymore.
Oi.
Shit. Did you hear? Talos Rucker's dead.
I heard that somewhere, yeah.
Yeah. Pretty cool, right? Now we can get some real progress. He was making us look like wimps.
That's a little harsh, isn't it? Rucker didn't deserve what happened to him.
Something tells me our politics aren't the same, Jensen. Me, I think this whole martyr thing is exactly what we need. But, let's maybe focus on things we can agree on, huh? Like optimizing that crazy rig of yours. You got a calibrator for me or what?
All right. Please, tell me this is what a neuroplasticity calibrator looks like.
That's the one! Okay, this won't take long, I promise. And don't worry, man, I never screw up 2 in a row. Spent a lot of time prepping for this one.
Just try not to take anything.
That wasn't so bad, right? How do you feel?
I feel fine. I feel lighter.
I fixed you. Death to all your limits. Whatever implant you want to activate, you activate. 0 consequences.
That sounds pretty good. Thanks, Kohler. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Just get out there and make me proud. Go make use of all that cool shit.
Two-handed.
don't want to garbage.
1 0 1 1 0 0 0.
Poor woman's family.
They say she was another dead dog. They say she was an augmented journalist, one of the few mothers raised.
No. I was given the same
Can't
orders.
let them get away with this.
have to tell us.
I know all about our orders. Do me a favor, eh? At least pretend to look for evidence.
Did they send you to protect
You
me?
don't think he did it?
I do think he did it. But I also think we should at least try to prove it. If that's okay with you.
Anything you say.
I recognize you. We're neighbors. I've seen you in our building. You're very difficult to miss. By chance, did someone send you to investigate?
No, no one sent me. What happened here?
It's horrible. An augmented woman was killed, just outside of where we live. She looks like she was my age.
Do you have any idea who she was?
No, I've never seen her before. It's so sad that nothing will be done about this. Org victims are not high on the list of police priorities. To them, it's like a dog lying in the street. You're not a cop, are you?
I work with someone else, another agency.
That's perfect. You outrank the police?
Depends who you ask.
The detective here, he's not willing. I got the feeling he doesn't care.
What about you? What's your interest in all this? Morbid curiosity?
God, no. I want nothing more than to go home. Detective Montag, he's making me stay. He thinks I saw something.
Did you see something?
Maybe. I think I would rather not say, to be honest. Because if I had seen something, and if I started talking about it, wouldn't that put me in danger?
You may not think much of the police here. I may not think much of them either. But that doesn't mean you should hold back information.
They don't have it in them to protect me. They have neither the will nor the courage.
Be that as it may, still probably your best hope for helping to catch the killer.
I know. It's just that I don't trust the police. I would feel safer with someone like you. You have more reason to be invested in this than they do. You're augmented, like the victim was. And you look like you could actually protect me.
It's not my case.
But maybe you could help. Please, neighbor. Talk to Detective Montag. At least see how it's going. Make sure he doesn't think he's on vacation just because the victim is an orc.
I'll talk to the officer in charge and see where he is with the investigation. If I can help him, I will.
Thank you. Suppose I end up remembering something later. Is there a way for me to contact you?
You planning to run off on me already?
The first chance I get. There are times for standing in the cold, but this isn't one of them. I just want to go home, bolt the door, and never come out again. Of course, I will wait for Detective Montag to say it's okay first. And I'll still try to answer whatever questions you may have.
I can give you access to my info link. You should feel free to use it if you have to.
Thank you, neighbor. I'll talk to you about what happened.
How come she talks to him and not to me?
So, Daria was actually talking to you, huh? I could barely get 2 words out of her. What did she say? Did she see anything?
You mean your witness over there? She's not sure yet.
How can she not be sure? Either she saw something or she didn't.
She's scared. She thinks she might be in danger. I told her she'll be fine and that whoever did this would be caught. I like to believe that's true.
Sure, so would I. But as you can see, the victim was like you, augmented. That makes things a little more complicated, eh? Being a cop in this city, it's not always about doing the right thing, or about doing things the right way.
I was a cop for 12 years. I know all about getting bad orders. The difference between what you're told to do and what you know is right.
Tell me about it. So, how did you reconcile yourself with those kinds of orders?
I quit.
I'm 2 months away from the beach. I'm not quitting. But I respect your idealism.
It was a long time ago. I work for Interpol now.
Interpol, huh? Listen, off the record, I've been told to forego any unnecessary investigation. I want you to know, it's not my idea of how things should be done.
Who told you to forego the investigation?
Men who spend more time making policies than arrests. They want the victim's husband, Johnny Gunn, ex-PMC operative. Heavily augmented.
All right. So if you're not comfortable with this, if you know things aren't being handled the way they should, why not do something about it?
I thought I just did. Just because my hands are tied doesn't mean Interpol can't conduct a parallel investigation. Crime scene's right over there, and Johnny lives just a couple of blocks from here.
I never said I was gonna work your case for you.
Sure you did. Isn't that more or less the promise you made your little friend over there? She won't talk to a cop because she doesn't trust us. Smart girl. Look, my orders are to arrest the husband. You take a look around. Get to Johnny before my guys do. Who knows? Maybe we'll actually learn something.
I'll let you know what I find.
Careful of the evidence.
Interpol. Who do they think they are?
There are cutting marks above Angela Gunn's arm. Looks like she had an augment that was forcibly removed. A ripped out augmentation. Whoever did this didn't seem too keen to keep it for themselves. They just wanted to separate it from the body.
Who'd you piss off to pull this duty?
Didn't think so.
Found something.
There's a piece of broken needle sticking out of Angela Gunn's arm.
Just because Monte trusts it doesn't mean I do.
Bruises on Angela Gunn's neck are recent. Looks like they kept it strangled for even left a partial fingerprint.
Pretty obvious what happened here.
Are you a journalist?
No, but she was. She had enemies.
I hear there's been a
nothing
series
else
of
to
these.
say.
Tabloids write that shit to sell copies. No, this was political.
It's always political. Away from the crime scene, sir. Fuck walking this beach.
Enjoying yourself, detective.
I want to help you with this case. To do that, I need a rundown of what you know already.
Help me, huh? You mean, like being my subordinate?
I mean like making sure we catch whoever's responsible.
Right. Well, I have a dead body, Angela Gunn. I have bureaucratic pressure to arrest the augmented husband, Johnny Gunn. I have a crime scene, and I have you.
Alright, I have some questions about the murder.
Before we go any further with this, I need you to know something about Johnny Gunn. He's not a good man. I may not like how my bosses are targeting him, but that doesn't mean he's innocent. So, you know, just make sure you're here for the right reasons.
Why else would I be here?
I don't want this to turn into some kind of crusade. Bad men do bad things. In a perfect world, we arrest them for the right reasons, but, well, the world's not always perfect.
People hold a hell of a grudge against Augs, ever since the incident.
Yes, and?
Well, good thing the cops here are such professionals. Part of being a police officer is treating everyone the same, right? Aug or no Aug.
It's not that simple, and you know it. A police force isn't some abstract ideal of what justice and law should be. It's an instrument of those in power. A reflection of the society it protects.
I haven't been seeing a whole lot of protection out there.
Well, that depends who you ask.
How long have you been a cop?
Too long. And of all the ways to go out, eh?
What do you mean?
I mean being assigned a case like this. It's HQ's little joke before sending me off to retirement. Oh, but don't worry about me, eh? I'm a survivor. I can make it through this.
This case is a joke to you?
I didn't say that. I said it's a joke to HQ. They know I haven't left my desk in years. But that doesn't mean I'm not qualified. Just a little rusty.
I'm here because I don't like the idea of someone killing people right outside my window. Maybe he's out there right now, targeting that poor witness. Maybe he's just looking for any chance to do it again.
Fair enough, Mr. Interpol.
Did the killer leave anything behind? Does anything strike you as odd?
I don't know. It's a murder, you know? Doesn't matter if you look at it sideways or upside down. It's never going to look normal.
I found a broken needle stuck in the victim's shoulder. The killer might have drugged Angela before killing her.
Maybe, but keep in mind she was an Aug. Don't you all have to shoot up that new pulse shit? Let's go for the obvious before jumping to any wild conclusions.
I found a print on Angela's neck, next to the contusion marks. It's a partial, so I don't think we can match it to anything. But at least we know the killer left something, and that she was strangled.
Huh, a fingerprint. I must have missed that one. This is exactly the kind of evidence I'm talking about. No way Johnny could squirm his way out of something like that. If only we could link it to him.
I think I might have something on the killer's MO.
It's like watching a Grand Master at work.
I'm assuming you know her augments were harvested. The marks on her body make it seem like the killer knew exactly what he was doing, knew exactly what he wanted.
The way you said that just now.
What about it?
The way you described the aug removal. And before, you mentioned a broken needle in the right shoulder?
That's right.
It reminds me, you know. There was this cop, Smolinski. He used to work in this neighborhood. He had this theory about a copycat. Someone acting just like a dead killer named, Svobotka.
You think there's a connection to another case?
I don't know yet. But I remember him mentioning something about needles and aug removal. Smolinski died in the police station bombing. Whatever files he had would have been moved into temp storage, across the street from the bombed-out station. Who knows? Maybe it's nothing.
Anything I should know about the scene? Anything jump out at you?
The dismembered body jumps out at me. Keep in mind, I've been behind a desk for the last 12 years. It all jumps out at me.
I found this press ID on the victim.
Okay, enlighten me. We care about this... why?
Angela Gunn was a journalist. Maybe this is work-related. Maybe she uncovered something she wasn't supposed to.
Maybe. I don't know.
I found what looks like a grenade fragment. EMP by the looks of it. Killer might have used this to incapacitate her.
Interesting. Johnny wouldn't need an EMP to take down his wife. Riot police use EMPs to re-establish public order around here. With all the AUG riots, anti-AUG riots, it wouldn't surprise me if that's all it was. Still, interesting.
I found this piece of glass near the body. A pair of broken glasses, maybe?
I don't know what to tell you. We're in the back alley of a major city. There's bound to be broken glass.
Do you know if the victim had any enemies?
I know she and Johnny didn't get along. Other than that, I really couldn't tell you.
Tell me about the victim's husband, Johnny.
He used to work for a private military company, Bell Tower. He's been arrested for all sorts of things in the past. Now, don't get me wrong. I believe in evidence. But I also believe in playing the odds. 9 times out of 10, the husband did it.
Why are your superiors so eager to pin Johnny for murder? It's gotta be more than just not liking the guy.
Standard policy for guys like Johnny. The way they see it, you send a man like him into Golem City, and he's liable to go off the grid, end up with Ark or God knows who. He becomes 10 times more trouble than he's worth. But if they can charge him with something big, something like murder, well, suddenly he's no trouble at all.
Fair enough.
Were you able to get anything out of the witness? Sounded like she might have seen something.
Who? Little Miss Mousy? I was under the impression Daria was your domain. Apparently, I'm not good enough to talk to.
I have what I need for now. I should go.
Don't forget to question Daria. I don't want to keep her here forever.
I have some questions for you.
I will cooperate. You have promised to help, and so I will try to help as well.
What were you doing here?
I was looking for Starlight, my cat. There was lightning and suddenly this flash of certainty. That's when I knew something awful was happening.
Where were you exactly?
In the shadows. My head was down. I couldn't move. Oh God, stupid Daria. I shouldn't have gone out today. The energies were all wrong.
Is there anything else I should know about you?
You want to know about Daria? What is there to tell? Small town girl came to the big city to escape her problems, to try and become someone else.
Did it work?
Not really. You can't escape yourself. You can't just come to a big city and expect all your problems to seem smaller. It doesn't work that way.
Why is it you don't trust the police to take care of this case?
I have bad memories of the police.
What kind of memories?
Get calls I didn't want. Tickets I didn't deserve. The policemen here are worse than children. Former captains of high school sports teams who will never recapture their years of glory.
I was captain of the debate team in high school.
Yes, well, debate is different.
How did the attack happen? What was the killer doing?
He was on top of her, cutting the evil out. That's what he called it. I mean, I think.
So you heard his voice?
Very clearly, yes. He sounded confident, authoritarian, like a general commanding troops.
What did he say exactly?
It is time to make you whole again.
What's your take on Montag? You ever meet him before tonight?
I went to the station once, years ago, to complain about the ticket. Detective Montag is the one they send you to handle the paperwork.
How'd he do?
He did fine. The point is, he's a desk jockey. Look at him, he's lost out here. The cops who know how to catch killers, they're not the ones sent to investigate murdered ox.
Can you remember anything about what the killer looks like?
To be honest, I saw more of the shadow than the man. I remember he was very big. The shadow, it covered everything.
So you can't describe him?
Not the face, no. His clothes, he was wearing something very dark. Black, maybe blue.
Was he augmented?
He moved like an augmented man, but I can't say for sure.
I'm gonna do what I can to help the investigation.
Good luck.
Best to be careful.
She's just lying. They should at least cover her up.
The authorities make people disappear all the time.
This is different. She went down there real first, and yet not.
I don't understand.
Something drove her to leave everything behind and disappear underground, and she is not the first.
His sister has vanished. A calling of some kind.
It's my fault. I should have done more. The neighbor saw her. One night, she packed a suitcase and disappeared underground.
I have 21 painkillers? Wow.
Access granted.
That was a real wrong button. Really, really bad wrong button. Don't forget it.
Coming up on some answers.
I hope you know the risk I'm taking for you.
Oh my god!
Get down, brother. Come on, brother.
Moving closer.
The Valley Thug, yay!
What the shit? Please! I'm begging you! No! Please! Oh god! Please! I have...
I'm in Diwali area. I'm in Diwali territory.
Money!
Alright, I gotta get out of here before I... Alright. I gotta get out of here before, Or Otar shows up. Hopefully he won't notice it was me. Hopefully. Oh, I'm in this one. Huh. She gone.
Visnik could use some help.
Good people don't go upstairs.
I need you to stop and to ask yourself, what am I contributing to the experience? You know who you are. You know what I'm talking about. I see what you see when you close your eyes.
Richard must be left in peace.
Discard the darkness. Suppress your sinister thoughts.
I am
Suppress the
one
memories
with
of what happened to you, to those you loved. Embrace our new life together. Embrace the sound of my voice.
Good people don't disturb Richard.
You're pretending to be something you're not. Maybe we all are.
You're not here for the right reasons.
Good people don't go upstairs.
It's important not to die. Do not
I
be
need you to
angry.
stop and to ask yourself, what am I contributing to the experience? You know who you are. You know what I'm talking about. I see what you see when you close your eyes.
I can hear his voice inside of me, even when he doesn't speak.
Good people.
Here is all we have left. A scrap of steel.
They control everywhere else. The skeptic. All he sees is stewards and bums drawn to a face on TV. He doesn't see the world we've created. And until he does, I don't think he should say anything. You don't belong here. You need to leave.
While I'm under this thing, I can't really do a thing about whatever's going on. Dang it! This is what happens when the outside world tries to creep in. You'll stay here with me. I promise. There's nothing I won't do to keep you here and safe. Marius! Oh, Marius! I want you to listen carefully. I may not be able to keep you from snooping around, but I can keep you from doing harm. Remember, you abhor the violence. I need to get out of here and get over to that friend of his.
You'll stay here with me. I promise. There's nothing I won't do to keep you here and safe. I may not be able to keep you from snooping around, but...
God, I hate that place. So freaked out. Every time I go there.
Alright, I'm back here. Good. Now off to the assisted district.
I see.
I have a permit. It's not like they did not see me working here all day. Good evening, sir. I am sorry. The police are moving me on.
I get that a lot too. You work for the Santo Group?
Yes, I am a vocational representative. Felice Omen. Sir, I suppose you have heard about Rabia? Any interest in starting a new life there? Living in a city where the choices you make to become augmented are respected? What would you say?
I'd say that I'd just come out of the Utilec complex. Wasn't that Santo's last better future for the augmented?
That was supposed to be a temporary housing solution for transient workers. But after the incident, the Czech government had other ideas.
And Santo washed its hands of the place.
No, our hands were tied. Because of how we did business, contracting to governments. Santo does things differently now. Thanks to Mr. Brown.
If Brown has it all figured out, maybe I'll see you again in this future of yours.
There is no future for us out here. I know that much. Back, like I am not a citizen here.
Have a nice day to you too.
So the sewers go under there? Huh. Pliny Nabrezi.
Your papers, Og.
Here, enjoy.
Smart ass. ID check BH847. I see. Thanks. You must think you're something special, eh? Get the hell out of here.
You're lucky I don't knock you out. Bitch.
People's permits for less than that, you know.
Did they reach the owner?
Not yet.
Think he could have been inside
If you
the
have
shop?
any information, please call.
The fire department says the place was empty. Fucking Ogs won't be happy until the whole city burns down.
Oh, stunning.
Oh, fuck.
Not anything to report.
Cannot come soon enough.
You're hurting me. Why are you doing this? You have no evidence.
Hate to see what these Ogs have done.
I can help you with something, yes? I'm looking for Laborio.
It is me. You have come for the magic?
I'm hoping you can help me make sense of something. A strange encounter I had. A man hiding behind a screen in the sewers, surrounded by followers of some kind. His name is Richard. We used to be partners.
Richard is alive. You found him?
I'm not sure what I found, but I know I didn't like it. Richard had a way of depriving me. Things I wanted to say and do, but I couldn't.
I am so happy he is alive. Richard and I was sure that I should have known. Richard always said, the show must go on.
There was nothing entertaining about this. What is he doing down there? How is he doing it?
I have not seen Richard in many years. We developed a show together, The Evolution of Stage Hypnosis Intensified Through Technology. Adapted versions of the KC and DDE designs.
A social augmentation?
In conjunction with modern hypnotic techniques, something much more powerful than mere persuasion. The communal construction of an alternate reality. For 3 hours on a Friday night, we guided people into brave new worlds.
The technology Richard is using to do all this, how does it work?
Binaural beats. Richard bounces his source transmission through a series of emitters that use targeted neural oscillation to stimulate specific areas of the basal ganglia.
Right. Let's assume I'm not familiar with that particular ganglia.
Richard is using a system of emitters that can intensify and adjust his frequency, his message, his intent. Imagine it. He can make the very soul of a transmission pierce into the brainwaves of his target audience.
I don't need to imagine it. I already know it's terrifying. Why do you think Richard is doing this? What's his endgame in trying to hypnotize people in a sewer?
I cannot say for sure, but after the incident, after the way things began to change, Richard said he was going to find a better place. I did not hear from him again. The loss of so many people that we knew, I believe it broke him.
He didn't seem very broken to me. More like a guru of some kind, with way too much control of the people in that room.
No, Richard is not capable of hurting anyone. At least, he was not before. He was an idealist, the kind of man who... The worlds we created together on stage, they were more beautiful than the reality.
These worlds you and Richard created through hypnosis, what were they exactly?
They were whatever people wanted, created together with the audience. Every night was different. After the incident, we were made to stop, treated as criminals. It was not right. People paid for their tickets and embarked on imaginative explorations. We did not hurt anyone. We would never hurt anyone.
I'm not sure that's still true for Richard. His audience now. I'm worried they may be trapped. Is that something he could be capable of? Creating a world and keeping people there indefinitely?
It depends on the personality. If someone is susceptible to the message, and if Richard keeps repeating it, it is conceivable.
Tell me how to stop Richard.
Richard is conveying a vision of himself, of themselves, of an alternate community they are building together. If it is Richard's goal to keep the people there, the only way to free them is to make them see through it.
Well, how do I do that? Last time I talked to him, didn't go so well.
The signal he is transmitting, its effect is limited to a specific radius. To the room where the audience is, where the emitters are installed. Wherever Richard is must be outside of that room.
So if I get to him, I'll be able to say or do whatever I want?
Yes, but promise you won't hurt him, please.
I'm not promising anything. Something tells me if I do get in there, he's not going to be content to just talk.
There may be a better way. The emitters, they are somewhere in the room, yes? Okay then, so wait. You wait. Just wait 1 second, please. Wait for it. Wait for it. Where are you? Come. Come to me. Wait. Okay. I think I have what I'm looking for. I think I have found what you need. Ta-da! They are scrambling devices, our failsafe whenever things got ugly. Attach them to the emitters and it closes the ability to amplify. Good night. Show's over. Your gods are but men again.
And that'll be enough to make the people in the room see through them?
I hope. If they have been exposed for a very long time, you need to help them to see. But please be kind to Richard. I don't know what he has become, but I know what he was. A decent man once, who simply believed that the world should be better.
We all believe that. But there are better and worse ways of going about it.
No thanks.
Život na ulicích je marný.
Quiet today.
What?
I can't deal with this.
Want to hear another one? The clockman's clock is ticking.
Good one. Come. Come on, let's blow this place.
Hey, I'm the one here, not you.
Where you going?
Ariel. Up in the strap.
Did you bring anything to drink? You bust into a man's home, you should at least bring a drink.
Are you Johnny Gunn?
That's right. What do you want?
Have you heard about your wife?
Which one?
Excuse me?
I've been married a bunch of times. Which wife are we talking about?
The dead one. The one whose body they found torn apart by some animal.
She has a name, you know. Angie to those who knew her, Angela to you.
So you did know already?
Your detective friend called, told me to sit tight and wait for you, so here I am, sitting tight, being cooperative.
You don't seem too broken up about Angela's death. She was your wife, wasn't she?
Ex-wife. We were divorced.
Is that supposed to explain why you don't care?
People die. Whether or not I care is between me and my memories of them. It's got nothing to do with you.
You could still show some respect for the dead.
You've misinterpreted something. Angie's not the one I mean to be disrespectful to. You are. How I react to my ex-wife murder in front of you, the man accusing me of it, and how I react later when I'm alone, are two different things.
So the moment I leave, you're gonna start grieving, is that it?
Maybe. It's between me and Angela.
Where were you tonight?
I was out killing Angie. Doing whatever it is they did to her. That's what you think, isn't it?
I'm not accusing you of anything. I just want to know what happened.
Why? If anyone should want to track down the person who killed her, it should be me. But I choose not to. Case closed.
You don't care if her killer is caught or not?
No, I don't. I don't get off on vengeance. I say, let the bastard stir in his own damn guilt. Men who kill, I think they do it to get attention. They want to be caught. They want society to spank them just like their daddies did. Now, the real punishment for something like this is living with what you've done.
That's not how it works.
Why not?
For one, finding this killer will ensure they can't do it again. Two, society has a right to protect itself. And three, where were you tonight?
In my apartment. Alone. No one but the cockroaches can confirm or deny shit. Convenient, right?
Is that a bell tower patch on your jacket?
Yeah. So?
Let's just say I'm familiar with bell tower.
What does that mean? Familiar how?
I've gone up against them before. I've seen a lot of them die.
Yeah, well, guess that makes two of us. I was in New South Wales. I saw my share of dead.
Australia? You were there during the Civil War?
That's right. And that was only the beginning. Not my first choice, believe me, but, Bell Tower wasn't all that big on choice. Send you where they want, make you do what they want, replace parts of you whenever and however they want.
I didn't choose to be augmented either. Not when it first happened.
Apparently we're supposed to be grateful. Alloy's so much better than skin, right? At least, that's how they sold it to me.
For some things it is. Not for everything.
I can walk through fire, but sand won't stick between my toes. I can shove a knife through my hand, but I can't trust what I feel. Even my dreams are made of alloy.
Both of your hands are made of alloy?
fingers are for human beings, Mr. Gunn. What you have is so much greater. And then they told me what they wanted me to do, and what would happen to me if I didn't. Well, let me tell you something. It's not me anymore. Hasn't been for a very long time.
They found a partial print on Angela's neck. Belongs to whoever strangled her.
My hands were designed to kill in wars no one's ever heard of. I couldn't leave a trace on someone's skin, even if I wanted to.
They did it so you can kill better.
So I'd never get caught. Ironic, right? Being a good killer is probably what saves me here. Or, you still think I killed Angela?
I'm sorry for what Bell Tower did to you.
Don't be. They gave me tools they wanted me to have. That it was in their interest for me to have. But the decision to use them, that was all me. Now, if you don't mind, I'd very much like to be left alone.
World health officials are scrambling to contain the outbreak. Even pharmaceutical giant VersaLife's cutting-edge rocket...
99 bottles of beer on the wall.
Before they can even reach...
Take one down, pass it around the wall. I miss that song.
You'd steal from me? Tomorrow. If there is. 98 bottles of beer on the wall. 98 bottles of beer.
Around 97 bottles of beer on the wall. This guy's got more beer than it. Any person I could ever think of has. Ah, sweet. Guns. That way, if he really is the killer, then I won't have to...
An elusive group of vigilante hackers for exposing big money groups.
Okay, that's taken care of. What do we got?
Myslíš vážně?
Anything else?
Have you had to do what you have to do?
What today? I can't believe it.
What a place.
Hádám, že se k vám asi donesly ty špatné zprávy z komplexu útulek, co? Že někdo zabil Talose Rakera a oni se teď bouřejí. Něco je donutí na nás zaútočit.
I'll let you know if I see anything.
Korporátní banka Palisáda odhalila své plány na expanzi svého holdingu v České republice. Ředitelka Palisády a šaritel...
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Good lord, there are a lot of cows hanging out around here.
Hello?
Okay, how the heck am I gonna get in here if I want to get to that optional spot? Ah!
I'll stay. Alert, do not worry. See y'all.
Okay then. Guess it means I got no other choice.
What's going on?
Can't defend against that kind of team.
Fuck off out of here.
Once I'm taking care of Richard, I think I'm gonna call it a night. Day or whatever time it is around the clock he has. I'm bored of it here. Then I'm starving. And I think my dogs are too. They love to have my leftovers. One day.
I have no time for your bullshit.
What's this?
My skin is crawling.
Well, that's interesting.
By the way, I told Daria to go home. I really don't think she saw anything.
Let's talk about the case.
All right, so talk.
I think I might have some information on potential suspects.
Let me guess. It's the colonel with a lead pipe in the library.
I spoke to Daria. She's able to confirm that the suspect is male. Other than that, she's all over the place. I think she's pretty shaken up.
Yeah, well, can't blame her. I would be too. You seem to have made a good impression, though. Ever since you got here, she seems different. calmer. You know, I met my first wife over a crime scene. Let me give you a very important piece of advice, eh?
Never marry the ones you save.
I think I'm finally ready to shed some light on Angela Gunn's murder.
That's good news. My bosses are eager to know why I haven't arrested Johnny yet.
The truth is, we're not even close. Not yet.
Why do you say that? What about Johnny? The more I think about all this, the more I can't shake the feeling. Johnny Gunn killed his wife.
Look, I didn't find who the killer is. Sometimes you have to admit there just isn't enough to go on. That the pieces don't fit. Not yet, anyway. But I do know Johnny Gunn didn't kill his wife.
How can you be sure?
Remember that partial print I found on the victim's throat?
What about it?
Johnny Gunn hasn't had fingerprints since the Australian Civil War. His hands are made of alloy. If he had strangled her, he wouldn't have left a smudge.
Alloy, huh? Shit. So, where does that leave us exactly?
We followed the evidence we had. This is where it led us.
You mean nowhere?
I'm not sure exactly. I think a lot of the pieces are there. They're just not ready to be put together. Not yet.
All right. That should be enough for me to get the rope off Johnny's neck. But it doesn't help me solve anything, does it? I mean, unless we learn more, there's no one I can drag in for this.
Let's just hope learning more doesn't mean having to meet over another dead body.
Hey, rookie! Get over here!
Inter.
Daria, are you there?
Is that you, neighbor? Are you checking up on me? It's very sweet. Are there any leads?
We spent most of our time eliminating suspects. I still don't know who killed Angela.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
No, but it's the truth. Just try to be careful. Keep a low profile. If anything happens, if you ever think you're in danger, you know how to reach me.
Thank you, but let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Nick could use some help.
Snooping is a symptom of the troubled soul. Be content to explore like us.
It's the first time in my life that I belong to something.
Nothing can exist without people imagining it first. Take pride in what we're doing. In the kind of community we're building together. Our focus, our concentration. We are advancing man's capacity for peace by leaps and bounds.
There are places we must not go.
I need you to stop and to ask yourself, what am I contributing to the experience? You know who you are. You know what I'm talking about. I see what you see when you close your eyes.
Good people don't go up there.
You don't belong here. You need to leave. What are you up to? We will go to great lengths to protect what we've created. The storm has passed. It's over now. Close your eyes. Open and feel free of the violence. Can you all feel it? We are becoming someone else, not through fear, not through technology, not through long-drawn trials and errors of evolution. We are doing it through shit. This is what happens when the outside world tries to creep in. The storm has passed. It's over now. This is what happens when the outside world tries to creep in.
Do not kill me. No, please, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me.
You're safe here with me. I promise. There's nothing I won't do to keep you here and safe. Marius! Oh, Marius! I want you to listen carefully to my voice. Listen to it. Even when you can no longer hear me, I want you to keep listening.
Snooping is a symptom of the troubled soul.
Welcome to the next stage of our journey. Brace yourselves. Close your inner eyes. We are moving beyond our baser impulses, beyond violence, beyond fear, beyond questions.
Richard must be left in peace.
Good people don't disturb Richard.
It's a capital G garden, Martha. An ideal for all of us to live up to. You have dressed it, and you will keep it forever.
I can barely see where the heck these things are.
Discard the darkness. Suppress your sinister thoughts. Suppress the memories of what happened to you, to those you loved. Embrace our new life together. Embrace the sound of my voice.
Good people don't disturb Richard.
Be content to explore, like us, in the mind.
Marius! Oh, Marius! I want you to listen carefully to my voice. Listen to it. Even when you can no longer
Outside
hear
is
me,
eternal dark.
I want you
Good
to
people
keep
don't
listening.
go outside.
There are places we must not go. He helps us to be good people.
Nothing can exist without people imagining it first. Take pride in what we're doing. In the kind of community we're building together. Our focus, our concentration. We are advancing man's capacity for peace by leaps and bounds.
Richard must be left in peace.
You don't belong here. You need to leave.
I need more of these things.
When the outside world tries to creep in.
Please, I have money. Do not kill me. What a shitty day.
Please, I will do anything to save her. Richard must be left in peace.
The storm has passed. It's over now. Close your eyes. Open these and feel free of the violence.
The ladders are there to
Marius! Oh, Marion, I want you to listen carefully to my voice. Listen to it. Even when you can no longer hear me, I want you.
Aye.
I can still hear it. It's like a mosquito in my brain.
I need to get some more crafting parts so I can make a multi-tool. Once I have that, I can get through those hacks and be able to get to it. Now, I would usually use like proxies for this, but proxies are not really the best. Proxies are not easy to come by. Maybe I can get some cash for the hollow site to grab myself a multi-tool. Either way, I need to find a way. Alright, what though? I need to get to one of the stores. Hopefully I can get some cash there. Cash and multi-tools there. Oh, there it is. Where are those?
Ours is the man. You want Praxis, eh? Biocell, hypostim, painkillers?
I might be interested.
They sell these things.
Yeah, I got that.
Buy something.
He's got proxies. I think it may help me out.
Что за хуйня?
I'll be on my way.
Блядские юбки. Biocell, painkiller,
I finally got finished, Richard. This guy has been a thorn in my side for too long. You're going down!
Upstairs is the world of death and calamity.
You don't belong here. You need to leave.
Finally. Ah, I feel so much better. I love shooting things. Oh crap. Give me a second. Dico necesito al baño. Oh yeah, okay, I'm back. Oh crap.
The sound in my head is gone. I had grown accustomed to sound. You ruined me.
I feel different. Why do I feel different?
He can be very convincing if you let him. Even if you don't.
It's only a sewer. Just a dressed-up sewer.
Richard can no longer persuade anyone of anything. The others are free of him now, just like you are.
I'm not a model of separation. I questioned him, and then I'm not one of them anymore. But I'm not one of them.
You were right to question him. The fact that you were able to at all when others couldn't says a lot about your strength of character.
I became I again. Temporary signal failure led them to perceive me as a threat. I started thinking differently. I realized how there's two eyes in Wisnik. That's when I figured it all out.
It's a good thing you did. God knows how far this might have gone if Richard had been left unchecked. How many others might have come and been persuaded to stay.
We came to him because we didn't fit the so social schematic. Hounded by laws, hated by revolutions. He offered a way out, but there is no way out. Exile from exile is exile.
You're out now, Wisnik. There should be nothing more drawing you to this place. To him. You can go anywhere you want. You can do anything you want.
I am alone.
Not worth my time.
Get out of my way! Move!
initiated. Access granted. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Well, that's unusual.
No!
die in an hour.
Dělat místo pro dalších 20 000 lidí. Státní policie očekává, že právě tento počet lidí v nadcházejících týdnech zadrží na kontrolních bodech, jakmile Praha aktualizuje své regulace a regulací. Mnozí dříve licencovaní občané již nebudou mít nárok na novou ověřovací kartu T73. Policie vyšetřuje ohavnou vraždu, která se dnes v noci stala v pražské čtvrti Překážka. Místní augmentová známá díky řadě oblíbených.
Fuck off out of here.
Co chceš, abych ti dával hlášek každých pár minut?
Nikoho to nezajímá.
Not much going on.
This is Eliza Cassan, reporting to you live from Picus. Ariel is constantly bringing you the best and latest technology. Our portable
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
before they can even reach infected areas. So experts are working day and night, not only on aggressive treatment, but on
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Around the clock, around the world. Picus News.
So you found the bomb maker. Linked everything to Ark.
Not exactly.
Jesus, Jensen.
We did find the bomb maker. Allison Stanek, a local resident. We have her in custody now. But she told me she'd made dozens more bombs before we arrested her. And she delivered them to Viktor Marchenko.
So it was Ark?
Something more is going on here, Miller. Have you had a chance to backtrace the pocket secretary I gave you?
Not yet, but I will, when I get back to the office.
Good. Because Stanek also told me that Marchenko has a base of operations in the Swiss Alps. A research facility called GARM. That sound like something Ark has the resources for to you?
I'll contact McCready. Get him and a few analysts to work up a plan.
We need to move on this now. Chicane and I can fly there and back, get a lay of the land, while Mac and his team do the research.
Really? Got it all figured out in that clockwork head of yours. Oh, what the hell? I'm in.
You got enough fuel to get to Switzerland?
To get us there, sure.
Fine, do it. But this is recon only. Do not engage. Contact me the minute you have something.
Yes, sir.
You've proven yourself so far on this one, Jensen. Don't screw it up.
Copy that. Miller's not used to giving compliments, is he?
He's getting static from the brass. They're starting to riot in Gollum over that shit with Rucker. I'm sure he doesn't blame you. Much. Anymore.
And what do you think?
I think tracking that bomb maker was some fine work. If the intel you got from her stands true, Gollum City will be the least of our problems. So what do you say we go find out how deep in it we are, right? You all set?
Yeah, fire it up.
Visual range. Engage DRFM jamming. Scan the facility from the air with...
Negative. I'm gonna find out what's being planned. I gotta get inside.
Crazy? We have no way of knowing what's in there.
I'm tired of flying this limousine around. Did you say you wanted to get back in the action?
Fine. I'm not setting us down.